What's up, y'all? This is Marlon Saunders on the Marlon Saunders Show. Live. Here we are, Saturday morning. Well, if you're on the West Coast with me, Pacific Standard Time, it's Saturday morning. So we're still eating eggs and bacon and pancakes and sausage and all kinds of stuff. It's Saturday. On the East Coast, you're about to lay into a taco or a burrito or a tamale or a hamburger or something. Either way it goes, happy Saturday to you. It's been a long week, but you know what? You made it. You're here. Don't complain. Just thank God that no matter what this week dealt you, you made it out of this week. I'm excited to be here. Few things I need to get out of the way first, and then I want to get right to our special guest. I know our listenership is through the roof this morning because everybody wants to know what our mayor is going to say. What is she going to talk about? I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal show. You want to get people on the phone right now and let them know that the mayor of the Santa Clarita Valley is getting ready to speak to the local residents, getting ready to speak to her people. We're going to talk about some of the upcoming projects that we have. We're going to talk about our local economy. We're going to talk about this idea of this high-speed rail that's trying to come through the city. I personally want to know how she balances being the mayor with being a mom and a wife and her, her personal life, her home life, her private life. But how do you balance that with being the mayor of the city? It's kind of a big deal. A lot of things I want to know. I really want to know, too, how we as local residents, and this will help you all over the country, how you as a local resident can take ownership of your city, of your town, of your community, and make it the place you want it to be. So I'm excited. Having lived here, let's see, I've been living in Santa Clarita now for the last 13 years. 13 years. I pastor a church here, and, the church has been going for 7 years, and so this is my city. Santa Clarita, California is my city. I pastor Valencia Christian Center, and this is where I live, y'all, so I want to make it the best that it can possibly be. Connect with me. I'm on Facebook. Now, if you're friending me on Facebook, you better hurry up because I'm almost at 5,000 friends, and I believe that's the limit. But we're going to open up probably a public page pretty soon where I can continue to just connect with people and talk to people and all those kind of things. But look me up on Facebook. Search for Pastor Marlon Saunders, Marlon Saunders, and send me a friend request or hit me up there. I'm online as well. The MarlonSaundersShow.com, or you know what? Go to ValenciaChristianCenter.com or ValenciaChristianCenter.org. I'm on Instagram. You can search for Marlon Saunders on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. The only thing I'm not on is Periscope, but I'm checking that out and some other stuff. Technology is coming too fast. Every time I wake up, they like, "Hey, you on that new thing?" No, I don't. I barely know how to do the whole thing. Give me a second to learn. I'm just now learning YouTube, so give me a minute to figure it all out. But in the meantime, connect with me. I want to thank our sponsors. I Define Me, Entourage Hair Studios. As you listen, you will hear the commercials of our sponsors. Check them out, you guys. I know them all personally. They're great people. Now, a lot of people say, the Marlon Saunders Show is blowing up. It's getting big. They're listening to it all over the country. Actually, that was my kids, but whatever. And so how can I advertise? How can I be on there? Great question. Call this number, 661-296-4822. I'm going to give it to you again. 661-296-4822. And tell the people when they answer, I want to be a sponsor on the Marlon Saunders Show. That's all you have to say, and they'll take it from there. Or you can email an incredible woman by the name of Donna Parker. Donna Parker. Email her at D as in dog, D as in destroy, D as in devastating, D Parker, Parker, at ValenciaChristianCenter.org, and just let her know, Donna, I want to be a sponsor, and Donna will hook you up. Okay, have I already said I'm excited about today? We're live. Last week I wasn't here. I was, doing a conference down in Los Angeles, California, and what a wonderful time we had there. But I'm back today. So here's what I want you to do. Now, if you have questions that you would like to ask our mayor, you can do one of two things. I am connected right now to my Facebook page and to my email. Now, you can quickly log on to Facebook, send me an instant message or a direct message on there. Again, search Pastor Marlon Saunders. Hit me up with an instant message, a direct message, or you can email me at Pastor Marlon, Marlon, at valenciachristiancenter.org and say, here's the question I have for the mayor, or just call us. Now, if you call us, we're going to want to know what your question is. We don't want any surprises, and, we don't want you acting crazy. I want to ask the mayor. No, see, that's what you're not going to do is call up here out of control, because just like we can pick up, we can hang up. I hang up on you. I'm the kind of guy that hangs up the phone. That's the one thing I miss about phones. I miss, with these new cell phones and new home phones, you can't slam it. Like, you remember back in the day when you could pick up a phone, old school phone, somebody make you mad, and you could slam it down and really drive your point home. You tell them, I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Boom, slam the phone down. And on the other end, they like, whoa, he just slammed the phone down. And you could feel anger and venom and frustration, and I slammed the phone down. I can't do that with a cell phone. It doesn't drive home the same point. It's like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. King, king. It doesn't work. It doesn't drive home the same. It's like, I think he was mad, but he hung up so soft. I need a phone. I need an app on my phone that has a hang up sound. I need a slam sound when I hit end the call. I need it to slam. I need it on your end to sound like blah bloom. I need it to go, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Blah bloom. It's something. Not, I have nothing to say to you. Talk to you later. No, see, that's what the hang up button does now. It's like, I can go off. I ain't got nothing to say to you, but we'll speak again soon. I don't like that. I need the blah bloom. So anyway, I believe the phones at the station, yep, we can slam them down. That's what I like. So if you call the station and you're acting crazy, blah bloom on the phone. Here's the phone call. Here's the phone number. 661-298 1220. I'm going to give it to you again. 661-298 1220. When we answer the phone, say your name. Now, if it sounds like a fake name, blah bloom. May I ask who's calling? This MC Dog Pound. Nope, blah bloom. I want you to, if your name is Daryl Adams, I want you to say Daryl Adams. I don't want your hip hop name, your nickname, what your mama call you, what they call you in the streets. No, I want your real name. What's on your birth certificate? Now, if MC Dog Pound's on your birth certificate, I'm just kind of mad at that, and I'm going to still hang up. And so, call up here, ask the mayor a question. This is a rare opportunity, you guys. This is awesome sauce right here. Did I just say awesome sauce? This is awesome sauce right here. You are listening to AM 1220. That's 1220 KHTS. This is Santa Clarita's hometown station. Let me say this while I'm thinking about it. Then I'm going to go to a break, collect myself, and be right back with the mayor. You can listen to us several ways. You may be in the car right now, but did you know you can log on to hometownstation.com and click the listen live link? So you don't have to sit in the car. Don't sit in the garage with your car running with the garage door closed. You might not make it through the end of the show because that's dangerous. What you want to do is get out of the car, go in the house, log on, www, you don't even have to type that these days, hometownstation.com. Click the listen live link, boom, you're connected. Or check out the KHTS 1220 mobile app and download that on your smartphone. That's what I do. I've downloaded on my cell phone, so wherever I am, got my headphones in, I'm listening to the show or any show because there's some great shows on this station. So download the mobile app or download it on your smartphone or on your mobile device. I am excited, y'all. We're getting ready to go to break, but I have to tell you, the mayor is here. She was elected, listen to this, elected in 2002, re-elected in 2006, re-elected in 2010, re-elected in 2014. What? I told her just now before we came in here, I said, they like you. Re-elected, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4 times she's been elected as mayor. I'd say that's a wonderful track record. People, it's great to be loved and to be liked, and we do love our mayor. I love what we were actually discussing before the show came on, her involvement in the preservation of the Whitney and Ellesmere Canyon. That is her baby right there. And it was a very interesting story how she got involved in that. And I want her to tell you all about that. And so, she's committed to working with the community to protect the environment and the quality of life for our residents. Like I said already, she's the founder of the SCV Canyons Preservation Committee, which successfully co-sponsored legislation to acquire funds for the preservation of Whitney and Ellesmere Canyons. She's passionate about the need for enhanced regional transportation, and as such is dedicated to working with organizations throughout Southern California to identify efficient and effective solutions for the future. Y'all, I'm going to break, but when we get back, the one, the only, my mayor, this is my mayor. When we get back, we're going to talk to the mayor of the Santa Clarita Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Marsha McLean is here when we come back. Love y'all. Go get some water. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm back, y'all. This is Marlon Saunders on the Marlon Saunders Show. I tried to think of a more creative name than that, but it just seemed to fit. Marlon Saunders on the Marlon Saunders Show just flows better. It's just easier. I am so excited today to have our mayor here. This is huge. This is huge. It's not like she was sitting in the corner, twiddling her thumbs, waiting on the phone to ring. Why doesn't somebody call me? Why won't somebody talk? Let me tell you, she has a very, very busy life with a lot of heavy demands and, trying to push a whole city forward. No pressure, but trying to push a whole city forward, and took time out on a Saturday in her busy schedule to come and sit with me and to talk to you guys about some of the things going on in our city. Like I said earlier, elected 2002, re-elected 2006, re-elected 2010, re-elected 2014. I'd say this is a very much loved individual. And so would you welcome to the show the mayor of the Santa Clarita Valley. Help me welcome none other than the one and only Mayor Marsha McLean. Woo! Thank you so much for being here.
It is my total pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Here's the cool thing. You're cool. Like when you walked in, I looked at you and I said, okay, we have us a cool mayor. You're real hip and you're with it, and I like that. And so thank you. What I wanted to ask you first, how do you run for mayor, or what inspired you to run for mayor, or how do you become mayor? I guess is my basic question.
That's a really great question, because a lot of people think that you're actually elected to be the mayor here, but in Santa Clarita we have what we call a rotating mayor, and you rotate among the city council members, and we pretty much do follow the rotation schedule, and then when it's kind of your turn, you need to have the votes of the majority of the city council members in order to be mayor. So first you're mayor pro tem, and you're also elected to that position by the other council members, and then you just become mayor when it's your turn.
Wow. Okay, so you've been married for 30 years, 3 children, 6 grandchildren. How do you balance wife, mom, grandmom, personal life, and the mayor of Santa Clarita? How do you balance all of that?
Well, obviously you have to like to be busy, and family always comes first. Actually, family always needs to come first. So my family understands I kind of have a passion for doing this, and so they understand that sometimes when I can't be there all the time, that's okay, and with them. And if it weren't, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I really depend on my husband and my children to understand what I'm doing. And they see kind of like a side of me that other people don't get to see sometimes, because it is hard sometimes when you have to make choices as to what you're going to do. But when you have a family that's very supportive, that is very, very helpful. And I just like to be busy. It's just me.
Yeah. And you're so like humble and down to earth. I could never be mayor, because I'm gonna tell you, if we called your office and you just agreed, and you didn't say anything like, Marlon, who? Please tell him I said no. In fact, you know what? I'll tell him myself no. And you didn't it was just so wonderful, easy experience. And, even at home, my kids, if I were the mayor and they asked me, Dad, can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? I would just say, the mayor doesn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. Dad, can you take me to school? The mayor doesn't take his kids to school. So you're so humble. God knows who to bless these things with, who to give these things to. What would you say, as serving in this capacity, you hope to accomplish for the city of Santa Clarita?
Well, number one, the city of Santa Clarita is a very different city from many, many other cities. Even though we have now a population of 210,000 and we're growing, the one thing that I hear all the time is people say how they appreciate that we still have a hometown feel.
Yeah.
And there are 5 city council members who care very much about our community, making sure our local government stays local and that we answer to our residents. So it's very important, I believe, for people to understand that we're there for them. We're there for the residents. And that's something that I care very much about, and that as mayor and as a council member, I always try to be out in the community and tell people that you're the important ones and we need to hear from you. We're an entity that needs to be responsive to our residents, and I believe we are. So that's why we're such a very, very special city.
It's awesome. Now, as a resident of Santa Clarita, if I have a question or a concern, what's the best way to get my voice heard?
You have several avenues. You can get on the phone and make a phone call. I think one of the best things is to email us. You can go on the city's website and you can just say City Council and you'll get all of us. You can just email me. And I personally answer all of my emails. And if there's a question I can't answer, I make sure it goes to our city manager and then it gets to the right department so that that person who has a concern will be contacted and that concern will be addressed and taken care of. That's something I feel very, very strongly about, that we need to have our residents understand that we're there. And just email me, make a phone call, say, I want to talk to the mayor, I want to talk to city council member, and it will happen.
Wow. That's actually huge. It's almost like an open door policy.
Absolutely.
Where just let us know. If you have a concern, let us know. I've pastored a church in this city now for 7 years, and we're in the process of moving into our next facility. Right now we're at the Valencia High School and the Performing Arts Theater, but we're in the process of moving into our own facility. It's important to me that we are responsible as residents, that we take ownership of our city, that we don't just sit back. It's easy to sit back and complain and why won't they do that? Why won't they do this? Why won't they? That's really easy to sit back and do that. How can our church, how can our residents, how can everybody listening take ownership of, if they're living in the Santa Clarita Valley, and maybe even in general, what can we do as residents, is what I'm trying to ask, to make this place a better place?
Right. One of the hardest things, I think, is to get the word out to people that we want everyone to be invested in the community. People have a very hard job sometimes balancing family and getting involved in city government and such. People want to raise their children, come home, have a lovely time with their family, and it's difficult to make that time. So that's a very good, hard question. You need to be invested in your community, but sometimes you don't always have the time. So we do have a lot of avenues for you to learn about the community and how you can get involved. We have what we call a Seasons magazine. It goes to every single home in the city. And when that comes, we hope that people will take it and put it on their coffee table and read it. It gives you an opportunity to learn about your city council, gives you an opportunity to learn about what's happening in your city, and at least do that much. And then if there's something, bless you, if there's something that kind of strikes you and you want to ask a question about it, or you want something changed, take the time to get involved, because this is your community. And if you just sit back, like you say, and just complain, then that doesn't get you what you want or what you need. Involvement
is key. You have to educate yourself. You have to get involved. You cannot sit back in ignorance, and I mean that in love. You cannot sit back in ignorance and complain. The two do not go hand in hand. What would you say, as mayor, are the most important issues facing our Santa Clarita Valley?
I think public safety. You need to feel safe in your community. Parks and recreation, you need to have opportunities for you and for your children to have wonderful programs. We have community centers. We have one in Newhall. We have one in Canyon Country right now, and we're building a brand new one in Canyon Country. And you can be involved in the process. Tell us what you want. I would suggest that anyone do one simple thing, and that is go to www.santa-clarita.com. That's the city's website. It will tell you anything and everything that you want to know. It tells you how to get help for a problem you may have. It tells you what's happening in our city. It tells you the programs that are happening that we really, really need your support on. We have used those avenues to get support to fight the Cemex gravel mine. We've used that to fight and tell the high-speed rail people that they can't come barreling through our community. We've used that when we were fighting the world's largest garbage dump. We'd go out to the community and say, we really, really need you. And our community has stepped up. And so that's how you keep your community the best it can be. And I just want to mention one other thing. My phone number is in the phone book. I will take your phone call. All you need to do is call me, and that is 661-255-1259. It's on the card I gave you. And if you want to speak one-on-one, just give me a call, and if I don't answer, I'll get back to you.
Wow, what a personable, what an accessible, what a wonderful mayor. Wow, she just gave you her phone number. I mean, come on. You have no excuse. The mayor just gave you her phone number. Stop crying. Okay, we're going to break. When we come back, I really want to talk more about the public safety. I really want to talk about that high-speed rail project. And I want to talk about your involvement with the Whitney and the Ellesmere Canyon, the preservation of that. And so we're going to break, but when we come back, you guys, stay tuned. Some major involvement and developments happening in our city that we're going to talk about the moment we come back. Go use the bathroom, get some water. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.